folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Oilers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on third. 48 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Willie Gay on the...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them. Unable to do so on that play.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
To Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hurts is going to try and run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 10, Oilers 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Oilers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Oilers 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Open man here is Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hurts.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Their own 9-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
For Miami.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Good for A. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
The kicker on.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tua sets up to pass it. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Covered by Kevin Byard.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They still can't get it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
21.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The open man is Smith. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. What's that? 60, back to 60.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
The kicker on.
Jonnu Smith His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter. And it's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
2 brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mecole Hardman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Dolphins 32.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Formation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
To throw is Tua. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Back to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get
Hurts fumbles it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Miami.
They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
third down.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The third.
A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It don't matter.
And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it.
Final score, Dolphins.
Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
10.